Yeah, I'm fine. I'm alright.
Yeah, I can see your side view.
You look a bit, how can I tell it? Emotional right now.
Emotional.
Yeah. Are you okay, dude?
Yeah, okay. It's actually midnight right now
Yeah.
in India.
Here is like 9 p.m.
9 p.m. I think 6 or
Yeah.
7 hours difference between you and me.
Yeah. There's a bit of
And
difference in hours, but yeah, who gives a shit. Anyway, you have like some prescripted the question. You just go with the flow.
I just go with the flow. I just ask random questions. I have seen you. I thought you are different from others. And can you introduce yourself to my audience who watches this video?
I mean, I'm just Mattia. I'm like 21 years old. I'm Italian. Unluckily, unlucky, but yeah, shit happens sometimes. That's kinda it, to be honest. That's me, more or less. Nothing special.
What do you do
In life, or in general, or in
for
specific shit.
living? For
For
living.
living, I did drop my studies since I changed my house very often in years. So I had to drop because I was stressed and shit. But yeah, that's okay. But I did some little jobs like a bartender or shit, barman and things. I work in bars in general. But we had the COVID thing, so I didn't do shit this year. But my goal, to be honest, more or less, is like I would like to be a streamer or some shit.
Streamer. Yeah, you look like a professional streamer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, but yeah, thanks, I guess.
Do you have a YouTube channel?
Sorry, what?
You have a YouTube channel?
I mean, yeah, it was in my plans, but I'm kind of a. I mean, when I get into some shit, I really do that. I mean, I do that for like a lot of times. Then at some point, I get bored and I don't finish it. So I'm like 80% in, and I'm like, okay, then I'll do the 20% when I want to. So I don't finish shit, but I do them and then I don't finish it. So I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, I have a problem
okay,
in finishing things, but that's my goal for now.
okay. You fear showing your face or
Yeah, I'm fine. I don't give a shit, to be honest. I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's me. So I can do shit about that. So or you like it or you hate it. I can't do much.
what do you think about the streamers? You watch a lot of streamers. What do you think?
I mean, there are like a lot of people streaming in the world. Really, like a lot of streamers in the fucking world. But most of the streamers I like the fact that they're just humans. You know, they just act how they want to. They just say what the fuck they want, how they think about shit. They're just genuine in general. They don't do scripted shit or something, and I like that. I like the fact of being like the boss of yourself. You can do what you want. You have like you have to respect your community for of course if you say something you have to do it, but you said it, no one did, so you are like the boss of yourself, and it's like my dream of life. Can I want to choose for myself.
That is a fantastic idea, actually. Even I'm doing the same
Yeah,
right now. If you see my videos, I'm just being myself in all the videos.
yeah, it's like you can have like of a superpower in some ways. Most of people just works and share times with people they hate or they don't feel comfortable with, or they just like you have to take life in a passive way in some point of view. You have to be like if they tell you to do something, you have to do it. You like it or not. But if you're the boss of yourself, you can choose for yourself. You can do what you want. If you have an idea, you do it. If you don't want to do something, you can do it. If you are stressed or tired and a week you want to take off, you can do it. Nothing will
Correct,
kill you.
correct.
Yeah.
And you, I think you come under the same category.
Sorry?
You also come under the same category.
Yeah, I mean, it just sounds cool, right? I mean, since I changed a lot of hours in my life, most of my hobbies were like video games and passing time online with people. That's why I'm doing this. I don't care about talking random strangers on the internet. It's not a big deal for me. I'm used to it. Since I talked a lot with internet boys, I had my best friends on the internet. I got friends here too, of course, but since I changed house, my the only thing that was always there was internet for me. So it's like kind of a family in a way, in a strange and kind of fucked up way, but yeah, I like that. And I
I
want
think
to, yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Continue.
yeah, I just want my life to be that way. I want to, since it was like my life for most of the time, I want to work there too. I want my shit is there, and I want this shit to be here.
What do you think about me? You have seen my videos. What do you think about me? Just your thoughts.
I didn't watch your videos because I literally discovered you like 10 minutes ago when
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
I kind of watched the idea and the concept and format you have, and it's kind of an interesting one. I think you should have like a little script. You should have some like. I mean, this shit is kind of a podcast more than less, right? Yeah. And if you want to, I hear a lot of podcasts. I like them because I like to just hear things when I'll do something else, right? And I like really like podcasts, and I think you should have a little script. I mean, you should go with the flow. That's kind of a big part of it, but I
yeah.
think you should have some script in a way. You can should have some main questions or some ideas you want to talk about, or have a main a main idea behind every dude that you want to talk to. I mean, if you now you're talking with me and we got the flow, that's okay. But what if we didn't? What if we didn't
Yeah,
took the flow? You should have some plan B. You should have some formats, some ideas that you have to use for keep going. That's
correct.
my idea for you, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. I'll take this. I'll try to implement this in coming videos. This is valuable for me, I can say. I'm just asking this question to you about me because you also the person who wanted to be with the internet, not with the
Yeah,
people who are living in the world, right?
yeah, kind of.
And
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, yeah. You do have a point here. I mean, people are fine. I love people. I
yeah,
I really like interact with people. I really like to pass time with people. I love people. I love humans in general. They're cool. There are a lot of interesting people and nice dudes on the internet or real life, but working with them changed fucking everything. All right. I mean, you really fucking change everything. It kind of fucks up your point of view with people and is kind of a waste because people have
yeah,
a lot to give. People are interesting in general. You can love them, you can hate them, most of the time, but internet is just like a cool place, right? Because it's just like a different reality in a way. People just act different in all the goods and the bads of acting different, but there is a lot of nice dudes. There's another nice person in general, and it's nice. I just like
I
the internet in general.
I actually you're talking like me actually. I have the same mentality that you have, and that actually made me to be with Google and YouTube most of the time and the social networks. I just watch things and I felt that the internet is the only thing which is telling me more about the world. And
Yeah,
people have less knowledge than Google, so I decided to select Google and YouTube, and I feel very comfortable with that. And Google is the I mean, the internet is the good thing which made me to connect with you right now and made me to talk with you right now and share all
yeah,
these things
yeah,
with
yeah,
you right
yeah,
now.
yeah. Exactly. You can literally have the infinite possibilities. You can talk with everybody in the fucking world, and it's a huge shit. If you don't use the internet or talk with people random on the internet, you kind of waste of potential for growing up with yourself, right? Seeing different point of views, like your podcast is the idea behind that, since you want to talk with people or from everything everywhere in the world, you get a lot of point of views and you can grow with them. You can learn. You grow up. But if you only live with your reality or small town reality, or you kind of lose trains, right? You can't really mature. You can't be mature. It takes more time, and it's a waste of time. Since like learning and talk with people is literally everything we have. People are like the only thing in the world that exists. The rest is just fillers for time or shit. But yeah, people are just cool. The internet is very cool since it gives you opportunity for everything.
When you understood this concept and when you decided to be far from the people and very close to the internet.
I mean, probably since I changed a lot of schools and shit, I kind of when I was little, I kind of got some social anxiety and shit. So I like had problems with going to school after shit, changing school, getting friends again and shit for years and times. Growing up, I kind of surpassed that. Now I'm fine with humans. I'm totally okay. I mean, I go out, I hang up with dudes, I go stay on the internet is the same, but I understood that one of the best things is that I can be the boss of myself. I can is one of the best way out I can have, or I have to go back to school, which I could do, but I prefer to study on myself. I prefer to study shit with my times, with my rhythm, my things. So I don't want to go back to school. If it, even people well actually did school are kind of sucks at shit and they don't really get works and blah 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 blah. But since I just did this for years and years growing up, I just like that. It just feels right.
Yeah, a lot of people I know started being with the internet and left. And you know what? People got disconnected because of the internet. There are a lot of people the couples who got disconnected because of the internet because their boyfriend or girlfriend are spending more time with the internet and less time with them, and that is major reason today for the disconnection between people. And is
Yeah,
that good or bad?
I mean, I have a long distance relationship too. I mean, long distance relationships have like the same problems that you have in normal relationship, more or less. I mean, you have good ways more and bad shit too. I mean, sometimes when you hang up too much, maybe with your person in your life, you can kind of be tired or boring and shit. But since like you have not that much time you can spend with the other, you give them more valuable. The time gets valuable. Every minute is important. You live it like really in an intense way. You have
Correct.
yeah, you can have um, nice shit too, more than normal relationship, but you have downsides too. So it's kind of all you. But I think that if you just feel good, if you just find yourself comfortable, and you really like someone, you shouldn't give a shit of where they are or where they live. I mean, life is this. You can't do much about that.
I did my masters. I have completed. I'm a master of technology.
Yeah,
So I started blogging in 2015, maybe 5 years back. Uh, before 7 or 8 years back, I understood that the internet is going to be the world, and I started being very far from the people and very close to the internet, and I became very closer to the people who are in the internet for long time, and they are very close to me than the people who have studied with me and who lived very close to me in
yeah,
beside my house and in schooling and all. And you know what? Communication medium has been changed from offline to online, and I think what I understood is except the physical relationship, you can do anything in on internet.
I mean, humans are humans, alright? So if you're physical or online, they're still humans. If they want to let you down, they will. If they want to be there for you when you need them, they will be anyway. The only part
Yeah,
is that yeah, you miss the physical part,
yeah,
and that depends on you on how much you give the important part of that. I mean, how much is important to you the physical part. I have friends online, I have friends physical, and I like
yeah.
them both in different ways, right?
Okay, okay.
Um, like my best friend is an online friend, which I knew for 6 years now. Which since I changed a lot of house, I did transfer myself in different regions for many times. Up, the only thing that was always there was the online dudes, since I had to change my physical friends. But you can appreciate them in different ways. When you don't want to hang out with someone, you can hang out with the other one. But yeah, you lose the physical part, and sometimes you can really feel it. But sometimes you really want the physical, right? Sometimes you just want to talk with people without even having to dress up and shit and go out and go. You just want to hang up with people. So you have downsides on the physical ones and good sides on the online ones, but it depends on your mood, to be honest.
We have five senses and eyes, ears, tongue, and nose, and the touch. The only thing touch is physical thing. All the four senses, all the three senses, except the smell. Three senses we are getting information. We are collecting information, good information, good and bad. I mean a lot of information using internet. Eyes, we are getting good visuals from the internet, and sounds, different types of sounds, music, everything,
Yeah,
podcast, and we are getting sounds. And eyes are getting satisfied, ears are getting satisfied. Yeah, and the two senses are, we don't need to go out for to
yeah,
see a good visual.
yeah. I mean, people are minds, right? I mean, my body, yeah, is my box, but me is my mind. So if someone is interesting, physical or not, they will be interesting anyway. But a lot of priorities gets different when you have a physical relation with some dudes or online relations with friends anyway. Yeah, you get a lot of non-verbal communication. You can hang up with them, you can hug them, you can do your shit. But if you're bored, if someone is not interesting, will not anyway. So that effect is physical or non doesn't change the fact that most of the important part is just if you like them or not. Then doesn't matter if they're physical or not.
And technology is allowing us to connect with a lot of people in the world.
Yeah, we are like 7 billions. There are a lot of people in the world. Why should we hang up ourselves with like the 10 dudes that lives behind you? They can be
Right.
interesting, of course, but you have like a world of opportunities to know people that are
Yeah.
kind, nice, or interesting, or have different point of view that you can grow to. There, you have just like a lot of potential.
And what actually made you to be far from them?
Sorry.
What actually made you to be far from them and close to the internet? The main reason.
The main reason is that since as I told you, I changed region and I changed house very often in my childhood. Like I changed house like 7 or 8 times in like 21 years. That's kind of a lot.
Okay.
Since I had to, I was a kind of a shy dude when I was small, when I was young. And
Okay.
every time since I had to change house and change school and change friends and I had to get the integration in, I had to meet up people again, I have to talk with people that I don't know, they're friends from years and I'm just a random dude new and shit. Um, the internet was there anyway. Even if I changed house and region and friends, my internet friends were there anyway. So I didn't have
Okay.
to get friends again and start from the beginning, and I was shy when I was young. So I kind of was kind of tough to get friends again. It was kind of some road to do and was kind of tough. So I just get more attached to the internet.
How many friends you have on internet? How many people are connected with you?
I mean, I mean, it depends on what you mean with friends, right? We have,
Friends means, It can there can be any kind of connection. How many connections you have on internet?
I mean, of connection, I know really a lot of fucking people. I know really, really, really many dudes. I know
Okay.
really, really many dudes on physical too.
Okay.
But my really close friends are like 3 or 4, like everyone, even
Okay.
in physical or not.
Okay.
But people you know for spending time together, just talking, they're like really a lot of people. But it's normal.
What are your parents? Your mother and father.
Sorry?
What are your parents? Your mother and your father.
What are they like?
What they do?
My mom works in uh how I don't know how to say it in English. She works with the baggage you have when you go on a plane, right?
Okay. Okay.
She just cares of them. My dad has a pizzeria, a restaurant for
Okay.
pizzas.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
but
So you
you know,
live alone.
no, I live with my mother.
Okay. Okay.
I live with my mother.
And you live with your mother and with your internet with your PC.
Yeah, with my internet dudes, my physical dudes are just hang out. I'm like really a normal 21-year-old guy on that point of
What
view.
what you have learned in internet all these days? What you have seen? What are your interests? What you search most?
I kinda get interested in kind of everything. I don't really get. I mean, if something is interesting, I just reach for it. That is like philosophy or science or shit. You can have infinite possibilities in it. You can learn everything. You can learn language and shit. You can learn what you want. Uh, internet is like most of the things I learned, to be honest, on the internet is just like how people behave,
Okay.
right? You can just learn how to, but I think you learn that even on physical doesn't really change that. People just behave different on the internet, or they're more. Most of people, I think, they feel more comfortable with talking with internet dudes because they don't feel like they have the pressure you have in your physical life, right? Because if you talk to others, you can get like shit talked or just I'm dying. If you talk with physical dudes, you kind of feel like you have pressure on you because people expect things from you. They kind of it's different, right? Because they don't have the same weight of talking on physical. Just because
Yeah.
people will, you can talk with random dudes that will never meet up, and you're
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, it's kind of different. That's kind of it.
In physical relationship, there will be expectations, and they consume your energies, they consume your time, they consume everything that you have. And online relationship,
Yeah.
I mean, in physical relationship, we have to spend our time, money, and energies, even if we don't like. But online, it will be our choice. I think the computer, the device will be in our control, and we can control it. And I think human wants to be with the thing which he can control, not what he controls him.
Yeah.
And virtual connections, they are sharing their emotions using their emoticons. Do you believe that that actually creates the same effect if you express it online?
I mean, I think that like writing than talking, of course, you have a different, you have different rules, right?
Yeah,
Because when you talk, you can use your tone, your voice, your everything you have to make people understand what you're trying to say.
yeah,
When you're writing, of course, things change, but emoji can have their weight you wanna give them, but you can make people understand what you're trying to say even without it. I mean, everything you say has a vibe or a tone you give them, so you can make people understand what you're trying to say even without emoji or shit. after years and years, and we are like the millennials dudes, we are kind of good at understanding what people are trying to say when they're right. So I don't think that's really a problem people give, to be honest.
Writing or speaking, which one you choose if there is internet with you?
Writing or
Speaking.
yeah, I like both of them, to be honest. I most of the times prefer to talk to because it's like more smooth. It's more easy, of course, but it does. But I like to write too. I mean, it's chill, right? You're just like go to the fucking bed and do nothing and write. It's a chill thing, and it's like kind of they're bounding. They have different ways, of course, but they're both good in different ways, right?
You connect with people with writing and speaking with both on internet.
I what? Sorry.
You are connecting with people with writing and speaking with both mediums, right?
Usually, since I play video games, most of the times it just starts like you write some shit with the other dude, you kind of fuck
Okay.
with each other, and then you just
Okay.
talk with them.
Okay.
Usually, you speak with the dudes, but you can do both. It's not a big deal.
Which one you felt that people are connecting with you? With which people are connecting with you more, writing or speaking?
Uh, Probably I kind of use the same answer. I think they're same level, different ways though. I mean, sometimes people don't need a voice. Sometimes they need a text. Sometimes they need a voice and not a text. It depends on the moment.
Do you have a blog or website?
No, I just like shit post sometimes on Twitter, but I stopped doing it. I don't really like Twitter, to be honest. I like the community, but I don't have a blog or shit. I don't kind of have it. A friend of mine actually told me that he wanted me to open a blog, but I don't see me really as a blogger, to be honest. I
If you
prefer to
want,
speak to people. Yeah, tell me.
if you want, I'll help you in how to create blog, and I have a huge knowledge. I spent a lot of time on internet. I have three blogs, personal blogs, and
Holy shit, dude.
yeah,
There are a lot.
and Google certified my website as a quality content
Yeah.
quality content creator, and ads are displaying on my website. All the three websites. I have two mobile apps on Google Store, two mobile apps, and three websites. And like we started talking about internet, and you was telling about your connection with internet and what actually made you to connect with internet more. I was seeing your myself in you, and I was feeling like there are people who are living on this planet in different parts of the world and thinking like me and disconnecting with the physical people and getting connected with the virtual world.
But okay. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, I was like, I don't feel like I could ever be a good blogger because I like more of a conversation momentum, right? Where you say something and someone just says something back, so you can have like thesis and antithesis, so you can go on with the flow and the conversation. Blog is more one-sided, like right, like YouTube. You do your
Right.
shit, and then people say what they think. But I like more of a live thing, right? That's why I prefer Twitch than YouTube.
You're right, and I came to know I came to know this after doing blogging for 4 years.
Yeah,
I connected with a lot of people. I got a lot of followers on Insta, on Facebook as a follower, as a blogger. I got a lot of downloads, 5,000 downloads I got for my mobile application. But
yeah.
that is for writing. Nobody knows how I look like. Nobody knows how I talk, the voice.
Oh shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't know shit about you, but you can like have a better connection with people or like a better communication in general or with talking and having a response, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
YouTube and blogs are more one-sided, and I think that's kind of boring in a way.
What do you think? Which one will work in coming days? Blogging or the videos? Which one will be the future
I mean, uh,
on
I feel
internet?
like blogs are kind of dead, right? I actually don't follow really them because I never was interested in, but blogs were more of a old way to say things. Now it's more like YouTube or Twitch or just
Yeah,
Instagram. They just do Instagram stories if you want to say something. So I think
yeah.
that like people that they take time to read a blog is like kind of a rare things in 2020.
So you live in Italy?
Italy, yeah.
Okay. Where exactly in Italy?
South Italy, Apulia. Apulia,
Okay.
Puglia, italiano.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
but I
So
live
you
in most of parts of Italy since I change the house very often.
okay. Do you have anything to share with me?
To you, as a person, as a YouTuber, as a podcast, in what way?
In any way?
I mean, as I said, I like your idea. I think it's a good format, right? I think it's a good
Yeah,
idea to just write random people on the internet and talk with them. Yeah,
correct.
I would like to do it too. I mean, just fun. Having a conversation is just fun. You can really fill your day.
Yeah,
I think a good podcast would be nice with an idea like that. I think that the important shit is like get good people to interview and have a script. Have
yeah,
some, or you need main main idea, main topic for the interview that you want to talk
yeah,
about, and then
yeah.
you go flow with extra things, but you should have like a main topic
Okay.
and some backup questions, right? If you lose the flow with someone, you should have something to get it back at it, or
Okay.
the conversation might die.
Yeah, correct.
So just some backup. Do your Discord thing. Discord can really helps. It's like a good way to bond with the community and people to hang out and work more on your not saying like on your titles of your video because like you kind of you should value more the in my honest opinion, it's just my opinion of course, you should value more the topic of the video, right? Like I don't know, uh, chatting with philosopher West Africa might be really fucking interesting, but about what, right? So just like say the topic out loud and make it clear and be
Yeah.
more more small with titles, emo, in my honest opinion. Or like the video was called Confusion, right? It's
Yeah.
like about what, right? I have no idea of what I'm going to see.
Okay.
If you are more known as a podcast or interviewer or what you want to do, you can do it. You can just give random names or on shit because people already know what you do. But if they
Okay.
don't, they get confused, ironically. Because if I see the video with called confusion, I have no idea what I'm looking at.
You see a lot of videos on YouTube, right?
Um, Kind of. I mean, in my dead hours, I do. Like, I most of the time I watch things is when I eat, right? When I'm doing dinner or lunch, I watch. I watch shit. Or like before going to bed, 1 or 2 hour, or I just see some podcast or some YouTube video to get to sleep.
Okay.
But yeah, kind of. I just like have my favorite ones and I watch them most of the times.
I really understood the idea that you said, and I know that the titles are the important thing which
Yeah,
makes people to get attracted.
yeah, a big
Uh,
part. Um,
uh,
a dude who does like business on the internet material you do says like you have to put a title when that make people feel like that if they don't see it, they are losing something, right? They're losing like important information or things. Like they see the name and they're like, oh shit, I have to see it because I'm losing something that could be cool or interesting or even information. And he has a point, right? They titles are important because if they don't know you, they
Yeah,
base everything on the title and the preview.
yeah. Why I asked you about you watch videos, YouTube videos or not? Because in different country, YouTube works differently.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
recommendations, in
yeah,
your country, whatever
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
YouTube recommendations comes, that algorithm will be different here.
Yeah,
That
it's
will
true.
be totally different. This is what I observed. I'm a keen observer of YouTube since 6 or 7 years. I spent a lot of time on YouTube. I know how people put title and all. I subscribe to almost 1500 to 2000 channels, and I left a lot of channels. I unsubscribed. After seeing all those channels and the titles, I came to know that some titles are working, some titles are not working. Some titles are working because of the country, because of the place where they are
I mean, I
living.
think that, like most of the place, most of the country have their like more searched words, right?
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
don't know which one are you, but I don't know. Like here could be just an example, pizza, right? So if you use pizza, you could get more views, but it
yeah,
depends where you live and what topic are you talking about. If you I think that since you're doing, you can do your script, right? You can have your main topic of the interview, because like now we got the topic of just like talking, right?
yeah.
But what if we didn't? You need a main topic, and you could use that main topic for the title too.
Yeah, I implemented this. If you observe in the beginning of the videos, I implemented it. That didn't work. That is why the reason I started chatting series.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I implemented already, and if the person I got 40 to 50 subscribers after doing this, after putting this title, chatting with
yeah,
chatting with the South African football player, and this is interesting here. Whoever the people who are seeing in India in this place, this is
yeah,
very new concept for me
yeah.
here. This
But
part of
it's
the
like
world,
a really good new concept even in Italy. I never have saw someone doing this. That's I said before. I think it's an interesting concept. You just have to work more on it, and you could get
it
your
takes
success.
time. I believe that
Yeah,
it takes
yeah.
time, but
And
this is
work.
unique. Unique.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I think it's a really good idea. But if I
One
can
of
give you,
the
yeah,
one of the top YouTubers said that there are two ways of making YouTube videos. He
yeah,
said one is just searching the keyword which is revolving around the internet in most of the videos.
yeah,
If you see, you can select those words and you can just make video. The concept, the information can be anything. Just put that keyword in your title and you
yeah,
will get the views. That is one type of making videos. And the second type is put videos which you like I'm talking with you right now. my
yeah.
my video title is starting with Italian. That's
Yeah,
it.
I think like you put too much importance of the nationality. I think it's a good thing, right? Feels like more of a Pokemon shit. Like you get to talk to people from different countries, and it's interesting, and you should keep that, right? But instead of talking with an Italian, you should say like talking about with, right? You
Okay,
give people an idea of what's going on and what they're going to see, right?
okay.
You should like talking about social experience with an Italian or everything you want, then you choose your topic or your main thing that could work better in India. But you should, yeah, I think here the main important thing is chatting about with, not just
Okay,
chatting with.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Superb.
because
Yeah, yeah.
you give people context and they know what they're going to see, and they might say, oh, that's like an interesting thing to hear about.
No. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so you could get more interest.
I'll do that from next all the videos. I'll start from this video itself.
Yeah, just try it. You have nothing to lose. Like YouTube, I think is just like a try and error. You try, you try, you try. It doesn't work, you change shit. Doesn't work, you change shit. Oh, it works. Go on, and here it goes. But I think
Okay.
like chatting about with more appealing because
Okay.
people know what the topic is, and that's you why.
Sometimes,
Yeah, tell me.
sometimes chatting with doctor.
Yeah,
I think it is enough. The information is there in title itself.
yeah, but
What
chat
I'll talk
with
with
doctor of what,
doctor.
right? I mean, doctor can
Doctor,
split
I'll be
every-
talking. Yeah,
Yeah,
only
I mean,
doc only about the patients. Only about the subject
that's why
which is
you should
related
have
to
a main
doctor.
topic for the interview, right? So you could use it for the title too. If you have a main question you want to talk about or main idea, I mean, if you want to talk with a doctor about the COVID we just had or
Yeah, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
something in particular, you can use
Correct.
that to get a point. So you get the script, you get a topic, a main topic to talk about that you can get extra info and talk about everything. That shouldn't be your box. You can talk about everything, but you should have a main topic that you could use. Because the
Okay.
idea of chatting with random dudes on the internet is cool. I think it's a cool idea. It's a good concept. It's a good format, and it can work. You just have to like perfection it, but it
I
takes time.
understand.
It's normal.
Yeah, yeah. I understood your point. I also understood the main. You're saying that the main thing you should put something main in your point, in your mind, and you should be concentrating on that main thing, and you should put that as a title with chat
Yeah, yeah.
with
Chatting
whatever
about
I'm doing.
COVID with the doctor
Correct.
or chatting with I don't know internet with an Italian dude random on the internet or something like that. You should put the what they're going to see with what if that's your since that's your format, right? Your idea is
Yeah.
like talking about random people of every part of the world. So you could keep that because it's a cool idea for
Yeah.
my taste, but you can just have to perfection it a bit. So you give the topic, the idea, and then with what? Because the apart from you, I mean, you can like talk about pizza with an Italian. Okay, I know what's going on, and so on.
Okay. Okay. And I have a question. Why you want to be in dark?
I want to be.
In dark.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have the shit, but I kind of like dark because my eyes will not suffer from the big light. So yeah, I kind of like the dark shit.
So
It's comfortable for
how
my
many
eyes.
hours? Okay, how many hours you spend on computer daily?
Uh, it depends, right? I mean, if I don't go out and I just stay home most of the day, I just stay here. If I go out and hang out with dudes, it can be like 4 or 5 hours or just 2, 3, or it can change about what's my routine.
Okay, what are the devices you use for your uh, for your better experience?
Sorry, what?
Devices, computer, computer parts.
My
What are
PC.
the yeah PC and the mic that you use?
I have a desktop PC that that I mounted and took sometimes. For my mic, it's just like my headphones, which I have here. But I'm
Okay.
using the phone since my connection is shit. But that's another story for another day. Um, I have a Logitech webcam, which I really like. It's really good
Okay.
and that's a really good software for moderating it. And that's kind of it. It's like more of a standard thing, to be honest. I should like update it, but I'm kind of a lazy dude.
When you are starting a channel,
As a
when
streamer,
yeah.
yeah, I was like, my idea was like starting it at January of 2020, but I had some real life problem and shit and go on. And we had the COVID and everything, so I really wasn't in the mood. I couldn't do it. So I just changed the date. I think I'm going to start like on September or like 21 at maximum. But I want
Okay.
to do it. I mean, I have nothing to lose, to be honest. So yeah, I just like the idea.
I want you to do that. I think you're good in speaking. I understood that because I'm talking with a lot of people,
Yeah,
and I'm talking with you. I'm comparing you with them. You are far better than a lot of different country people. Yeah,
that's really nice to hear. Thank you, dude. That's really helps
yeah,
me actually because when you have to start like something like streaming that like the main shit is talking is the
correct.
main quality you need. So
The
I'm happy.
sound, the vocal cord. You have good voice too. I don't have that kind of voice, but still I'm trying to connect with people. But you have a bass, the strong bass sound, which can help in
Yeah.
podcast. It is very important for you to have a good voice.
Yeah, that's true. Royce is really a big shit in podcasts. Yeah, you could do like there's like a very very huge streaming channel on Twitch on Italy right now, which is like about a podcast. It's like
Okay,
the one of the biggest channel in Italy right now is a podcast, which is a
okay,
really strange and cool thing. Uh,
okay.
and they stream it, right? Like they kind of do the things you do. They kind of invite kind of famous and or non-famous um, dudes with talking with them for the podcast, and they just do it for like 1 hour and a half, 2 hours a day, and they just get a main topic, like it could be feminism, racism, or everything. It could be even just like talking about random bullshit or an interview. They do a lot of interviews to people, but they just do it on stream. So you could do both of it. You kind of could do a smart thing, in my honest opinion. You could like do this on Twitch. You stream your podcast you're chatting with, and then you upload it on YouTube. So you have like your podcast on both of the platforms, and you can reach more people.
And what is the platform? Just now you said a platform.
Sorry?
Uh, just now you said me to download a app. Is that the uh, is that the medium where I should do podcast?
I mean, I think I think they like the main podcasts are on probably YouTube, of course, and probably Spotify, or
Spotify.
there is another platform which I don't remember, which is I think is the Audible or something like that, which they do podcasts mainly, but I don't know how to work to get there. I know that you can do it freely on YouTube and Twitch. I don't know how it works if you want to have your podcast on Spotify. I
Okay.
have no idea. You should get some info. But I think you could do the podcast on Twitch and then upload it with some working video. Of course, you do some post production adjustments and upload it on YouTube, so you could get more reach.
Reach. Okay. But is that okay if we put the uh, same content in all the mediums, all the platforms?
I have no idea. I mean, you are questioning me if there is like one platform that unites everything.
No, no. I'm asking that doing one video or one
Yeah,
content and putting in multiple platforms. Is that
yeah.
is that works? Is that correct way?
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I follow a lot of people who talks about this. Since I'm interested in being a streamer, I got information randomly on people who does it, and main dude who I I say you should watch some of their video that I'm kind of. Give me a second. I found you him. Then I send you a video of him who talks about business in general, about with the internet, and says that the more platforms you can cover, the better. Yeah,
okay.
if you can, you should upload your shit on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, everywhere, because you can get more type of viewers, more type of followers that you can bring on the other ones. Right? If you want to your main followers to be on Twitch, you do your YouTube, and then they see you a lot of YouTube. Maybe one day they say, okay, I watch his stream, and then if they like you, they start following you, and so on. The more platforms you have, the more to go. The more the better.
I understood that. I already used this in writing, but I should do this in speaking too.
Yeah.
I did in blogs, and I came to apps. Apps is a different platform where people download it and study. And
Okay.
website blogs are separate, and blogs they can study. And I have put same content in app and
Yeah.
blog. There's the same content, no
Yeah.
change.
You should upload the same exact content. Like you should get the more reach you can with the less work, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
instead of doing like one podcast a day, that you could totally do it. You could like do it on like one podcast every 3 days, but that one podcast you get the most of you can from it. So you put it
Okay,
everywhere.
okay.
Anyway, the dude I follow a lot for tips and concepts about business online is called Devin Nash, but I'll just link you a video of him when we end this, so you can watch something that you are more interested in, and you can get your main shit. But yeah, the more the better.
Okay, I'll definitely do that. You have a lot of information, and I think you should start it as soon as possible, because you will definitely reach a lot of people, because you know better than me about this.
I mean, I really hope, but I think that you can do it too, dude. You have a good idea, you have a good format, and that's a big part of it, right? Having a format is a big step. It's one of the biggest steps. Then when you have a format, then you just have to work on it and perfection it, and you can get a big shit. The idea of chatting with is a good idea because you can get more point of view. You just have to get more straight, right? You have to have a topic. You have an idea about what are you about. Chatting with about what? We can just chat about pineapple on pizza, but who gives a shit, right? Or you just have to have a topic, and that will boost you. I really think that.
I understand. I'll implement it for sure, and I got a lot of points for talking with you today.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just interested in in the same thing. So I got the more information I could.
That's great, man. Thanks for giving your valuable time and talking with me for a long
No, thanks
time.
to you. It was nice. Sorry for crashing. My connection is shit, but I couldn't do shit about
It's good,
it.
but mobile also is too good. And can I put this video on my YouTube channel?
Yeah, don't worry. I'm totally cool with it.
Yeah.
No
Thank
worry,
you
no
so
worry.
much, man. If you have any links, I can put your links
Uh,
in below description of this video if you want me
just
to.
put my Instagram. It's totally fine. More is more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will just send you the channel of the dude, and if you will ever do a Discord channel, a Discord server, and you want some hand, hit me up. It's not a problem.
Okay, man. Thank you so much again.
No worry, dude. No.
Bye.
Yeah.